Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom here from SBR Picks. Burnley host Southampton at Turf Moor on Saturday. Southampton has suffered a poor run of late when they're facing tough teams such as Manchester City and Arsenal. And we are waiting to hear the outcome when they face Manchester United today. Can they turn their poor run around? Well, SBR contributor and sports writer Kevin Stott joins us now to run through the match. Now, I think based on their poor run, and they are playing this on the road, the Southampton win priced 1.8 at Paddy Power seems a decent bet to me. What are your thoughts here, Kevin?
I'd have to agree with you. I think just the mere fact of the schedule, Natalie, playing Manchester City, Arsenal, Manchester United back-to-back, it's like obviously playing super clubs and then going down Burnley, going and playing Burnley. Burnley's almost going down 2 levels. I mean, I know Burnley will probably, in my mind, be relegated this year. So these are the type of games that a team like Southampton has to win, not only at home, but here on the road. They need to get the 3 points, and they'll be bitter. They're losing right now 1-0 to Manchester United, so they should be in a foul mood, and they're going to possibly lose their top 4, one of their top 4 spots in the English Premier League if they lose and slip to 5th place, and Manchester United actually leapfrog them. So they could be in a foul mood, which for gamblers could be this is a good spot for Southampton in my mind.
Exactly, I agree with you. I think that they are the underdogs in the match against Manchester United. They are predicted to lose, so you can imagine they will come into this match in a foul mood, like you said, and really looking for those 3 points, which they're going to need, especially if they want to sort of end up in the top 6 there at the end of the season. Now, looking at your article, you give a 2-0 Southampton prediction. Would you be confident to play Southampton winning 2-0, and that's priced 2.88? Yeah,
and for a lot of the same emotional and psychological reasons that I've just said, and then statistically too, they have the best defense still, even if they gave up a goal here. They've only given up 11 goals this year. Goalkeeper Fraser Forster has 7 shutouts, clean sheets. That's tops in the league. So they're really good. It's just that they're playing a tough patch in their schedule, so they're really going to be mad about that. And therefore, playing a team like Burnley, I would be apt to look at the to win to 0 line. I think that's a good way to look at this. They're going to be mad. They're going to limit the number of shouts. It is at Burnley, and you can't just discount Burnley in a situation like this. But Southampton's cutting their teeth against the best teams. Now they believe, even though they had the major off-season reshuffle, they play good as a unit, and it's no. It's not a mistake that they're in the top 5. They're playing really good defensive soccer, and you have to give it to them for that.
Yeah, I agree with you. What other tips do you like for this match, Kevin?
I like the only other thing I could say, Natalie, is just it sort of stems off what we're talking about is defense and lack of scoring, and then you toss in the cold weather and then the reality. This will be like the 3rd game in 8 or 9 days for these teams. Even they're playing a lot of the same starters. These guys got to get tired. It's getting near Christmas, so I think the under 2.5 minus $1.33 at Bet365. It would be another lean. I don't, and that's also based off the win to 0 thing. I think Southampton wins 1-0 or 2-0. I gave them the extra goal in the article just because I figured they're playing Burnley and they're going to be mad. They're probably going to get with Pele up front and Jack Cork. They've got some decent offensive attack players, and they should score first. Whoever scores first in this game is going to be important. But I just don't see Burnley getting enough quality shots early on, and Southampton's going to be mad if they're down 1-0 here. So maybe even if they tie here, even if they get a draw, they should be in a foul mood, and then they'll take it with them to Burnley. And I say that the Southampton's probably a little bit better pick than the under, but they're pretty equally weighted. So Southampton and the under are both pretty good picks here.
Yeah, okay, and you can get those both at 1.8 there. How about the combination, actually, of combining the Southampton win plus the under 2.5 goals, which is also 1.8 there? That gives you a combination odds of 3.6. Would that be worth consideration?
It would. I very seldom do that, but this is one of those type of games that you can isolate, that there's equal strength on both the Southampton pick and the under pick. Therefore, if you're risky enough and you want to put them together, this is a good game to do so. I don't normally do that in American football and college football. I very seldom ever do it in soccer or world football, but this is a game that I think you can do that just because of looking at it from Burnley's perspective. How hard is it going to be for them to score? And even if they do score, well, yeah, I guess if they do score 1, you're doomed, right, on that bet. If they score once, you lose that bet. But, so you maybe the to 0 bet doing that separately is better. But, yeah, if you're risky and you think Burnley will not be able to score, and another thing, just in the article, they haven't scored yet in December. I know they've only played 2 games, and they're decent at scoring. They're just they're having a bad month, and they haven't scored yet. Now Southampton comes in mad. So they're in the wrong spot, playing a Southampton team that usually a game like this, like last year, if Burnley was up, you would look at it like a potential draw, but not this year and not in the schedule situation. Southampton, and now they're losing today, so I like this pick even more.
All right then. So for you to consider here, the Southampton win, the under 2.5 goals, the possibility of combining that. Obviously, that does increase the risk, but it also increases the odds, and obviously Southampton winning 2-0. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thank you, Natalie.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the SportsBook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.